Here are the top exercises to build a crazy classic physique look. First things first, we have to understand what classic physique is all about. Classic physique is all about a crazy X-frame. You want wide shoulders, you want wide flaring lats, you want a tiny waist, and you want crazy quad sweep. You want to be complete from front to back to head to tippy toes. You want to make sure your whole body looks like a statue that flows together. So before we get to the exercises, there are dozens of exercises that are amazing. But these exercises that I will give you are the staples for a classic physique look. Exercise number 1. A pullover. A pullover is essential to build your front lats. The front lats are pretty much what's going to stand you out from someone that looks pretty good to someone that is good. Why? Because nice flaring lats is essential to have a flowing classic physique look. Everyone at the top has these nice flaring lats. And as you can see, they'll make you stand out. Look at Arnold, look at Chris. Chris has probably the best flaring lats in the game and he looks incredible. So if your gym doesn't have a pullover machine, you can do it with a dumbbell. You can also do it with a cable. Make sure you master this exercise. It's essential to have in your arsenal. Exercise number 2. The hack squat. You can also put in squat in there, but hack squat are essential to build the quad sweep that we want in that X frame because it allows you to isolate your quads differently from, let's say, a regular squat. Squat is also very good at pretty much a top tier exercise because squat is going to build everything down below. It's going to build your glutes, a little bit of hamstring, build your quads, and that's what you need for classic physique. But the reason why hack squat is a little bit more important is because you can put yourself in a position that you can really isolate the quad sweep, and if you have that sweep on your quad, you're gonna look that much better. Exercise number 3, vacuums. I know this does not sound like an exercise, but it is. A lot of people just do it on a casual Tuesday night, but it's something you need to work like any other muscle group. Vacuums work the transversus abdominal muscle, and you really have to make sure that this is something you have in your arsenal. A nice deep vacuum is essential to be good on stage. And even if your vacuum doesn't look like that good now, if you train it and you really put your effort into it, it will get deeper, it will get better, and everything will start to flow around it. All right, exercise number 4, leg curls. We need crazy hamstrings in classic physique. The best exercise to build your hamstrings are the leg curls. You can do seated leg curls, you can do lying leg curls. At the end of the day, it's very much the same thing. It's what do you prefer? I know study says seated leg curl are a bit better. At the end of the day, if you feel lying leg curl better, maximize that. But what you have to keep in mind is keep your pelvis inward so you can truly isolate your hamstrings. You will have a great hamstring sweep in your side chest, and from the back, you'll look a lot more complete. Exercise number 5, incline press. Everyone can build a nice chest, but not everyone has a complete chest. If you do an incline movement, you'll get the chest fill up all the way to the clavicle, and that's what you need. If you do a side chest, if you do a front double, you want to make sure when you lift your arms, everything looks full and complete. Exercise number 6, single arm curls. You can do cables, you can do dumbbells, you can do the variation that you like. You can even do a barbell single if you want, but you really have to isolate your bicep. Biceps are key to have a nice, pleasing physique for classic physique. So if you can isolate your bicep and really supinate your wrist as much as possible, that's why single arm is important, because you want this rotation. If you can get that rotation, you'll get a better peak. If you get a better peak, you look that much better. Exercise number 7, reverse tricep extension. Why reverse? Because it puts you in a different position that will work this part of the tricep. And if you really want a nice complete arm from the front, you got to make sure that the sweep of the tricep is there. You'll see a lot of people, they have big arms from the side, but then they do a front double and you're like, your triceps are lacking. This exercise is crucial to build that part of the tricep. Do not miss it. Exercise number 8, lateral raises. If you really want a nice X-frame, you got to be as wide as possible. Some people are not born with a wide clavicle, so you can try to play with angles and you can build your side delt to a point where you do look very, very wide. And if you want to be competitive and at the top, you need to be as wide as possible. Exercise number 9, calf raises. If you want to build a true, complete look that flows from all the way up, all the way down, that's going to separate you from someone that's good to someone that's artistic, someone that looks incredibly good, Calves are essential. You need to have nice looking calves. There's just no way around it. Calf raises are extremely good. You can change the angles so you can really try to get the muscle as full as possible, but do not just do one set per day or a set here or a set there. Just try to give your best, like if it would be your arms or your chest. If you can build your calves properly, you will look that much better. Exercise number 10, any hip hinge movement, deadlift, stiff leg deadlift, rack pulls. The reason why it's really important in classic physique is you need a complete look. So you need nice glutes, you need crazy hamstrings, you need a tight lower back, and doing a hip hinge movement will do all of that together. So for classic physique, it's essential to have at least one hip hinge movement in your arsenal because it will get you more complete, and you want no holes in your physique. Once you step on stage, you want to look like a statue, and a statue, if done properly, has no holes. That's why you can look at it and just be in the, oh, that looks incredible, because your eyes aren't judging like, imagine a little bit more hamstring. Imagine better glutes here because from the side shot, it looks a little fade. So if you can master an exercise, keep it in your arsenal and do it every single week until you have the physique that you are looking for. So if you have these exercises in your routine, you will slowly build a crazy classic physique. Make sure to understand what you are doing and why you are doing it, and your physique will flow. In classic physique, it's all about creating a physique that is artistic. You want to have intent when you build your physiques. That's why it's essential to do everything with attention so you can truly build a physique that you will be proud to display on stage.